trust no one, Mr. Mulder.
Agent Mulder, I'm Dana Scully. I've been assigned to work with you.
Oh, isn't it nice to be suddenly so highly regarded?
With power, mystery, and relentless intrigue, The X-Files has seduced its viewers into changing the way they regard the world around them, a place of government conspiracy and out-there possibilities beyond our powers of logic or imagination. It's also turned its stars, David Duchovny as believer Fox Mulder, Gillian Anderson as resident skeptic Dana Scully, into major media figures, as well as its creator, producer-writer Chris Carter. Now the TV show has spawned a summer movie. With a plot so closely guarded, scripts were printed on red paper to prevent clandestine copies from being made.
We were able to keep everything under wraps. We had what I call a minister of propaganda appointed to put out disinformation.
Am I going to get abducted in this movie?
There's all this talk about I show my ass in the movie.
God, I can't remember.
Did I put my ass up against a window?
Because if we didn't, keep and control the element of surprise, the movie wouldn't be as powerful, wouldn't be as potent, wouldn't be as rewarding to the people who had stuck with the series.
June 19th is already marked in my calendar. I can't wait for this movie to open.
I'm going to see that at least 10 times, just like all the other episodes.
If most of the X-Files fans show up to see the movie, they already have a hit on their hands.
Why do you want to reach out to people who haven't checked into the TV show at this point?
Because we want world domination.
The trick was, in doing this movie, was not just to do it for the hardcore fans, but to do it for the movie-going audience that either doesn't watch a show, doesn't watch TV, or maybe even doesn't know the X-Files.
You don't honestly believe this is some kind of an extraterrestrial?
I'm not crazy, Scully.
This is a novel thing to have done, to do a movie that comes from a television series while the series is still on.
I think this is the only time that a movie's been made while a show is at the peak of its popularity, the way our show is.
You can imagine something like this in a feature-length film. You know, I can't imagine a 2.5-hour Seinfeld.
I breached protocol. I broke contact with the SAC. I ignored a primary tactical rule and left them alone with the device.
It's a very sophisticated story, and the threads that lead to season 6, especially if you're a fan, are very important to be able to see what questions are posed by the movie.
I don't want to play any chess.
The child prodigy who appears in the season finale does not appear in the movie, but he's very important and pivotal to the story that becomes the movie.
I know you're thinking about one of the girls you brought.
He may be a great chess player, but he also may be able to read minds, and that's why he's a great chess player, because he's just cheating.
I mean, what you're positing is that this kid can read minds.
We've seen a number of these cases before, Scully. He may be able to read minds because he has access to part of his brain that we don't. And he may have access to part of his brain that we don't because he's been experimented with alien DNA.
It could be the secret to everything in the X-Files.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm not the mind reader.
Before starring in The X-Files, David Duchovny starred as a cross-dresser in David Lynch's Twin Peaks.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Sheriff.
Gillian Anderson, meanwhile, was all but unknown before landing the role of Dana Scully.
I really don't have that much experience with very much at all other than this.
Before beginning the writing career that would culminate in The X-Files, series creator Chris Carter worked at Surfing magazine and enjoyed its way cool cachet.
Now, I just look at the pictures.
Now the pictures of Chris Carter, voted one of the 50 most beautiful by People magazine.
And as an actor, you don't want your producer to be as good looking as you. It throws you off.
Enough said.
To their fans, Duchovny and Anderson are the most beautiful people.
I like Gillian Anderson.
She's beautiful, she's a great actress.
But David is just the god of sexiness.
He's gorgeous.
And it's Scully and Mulder's unrealized sexual tension that fuels the show.
There's lots of sexual tension, but it's really good that it's there because it makes them more interesting. It makes them a little more human.
There's that sexual curiosity between them that you don't want to know what's going to happen.
No, I'm seeing a whole new side of you, Mulder.
Is that a good thing?
I like it.
It will ruin the show if they get together. It really will. If Chris Carter is going to do the right thing, he won't ever have them get together romantically.
Even though most fans don't want Scully and Mulder to get together, they do seem to want Duchovny and Anderson to be a couple.
I think they belong together. I think they should be together.
I want you to marry her. Well, sorry. Okay, I will. I'll marry her. I'll marry her right now because you want me to.
We're friends, we're not close friends, but we work very well together.
We don't socialize, and I don't call her, she doesn't call me, you know, so it's a good working relationship. I mean, it's hard to do a show with another person for 5 years and not kill each other.
Perhaps the stars save their intense feelings for their tried and true fans.
We do feel a responsibility to the fans that have been of the show for 5 years. You know, they're the reason why the show survived, you know, a pretty low-rated first year and a half, 2 years.
I just wanted to say that you're the best actor in the world, actress in the world.
My experience with them so far is that they're just very passionate human beings. They're human beings that are passionate about a show. I haven't felt violated by any of them or put off by any of them.
Julian, this is my first job. I swear I'll get fired. Wait, no.
Sometimes, though, things get a little out of hand.
It's just always a little disconcerting to be approached at any time by a stranger, because you never know what it means or what it is.
Thank you, first of all, for dealing with all the flashes. I hope that you, have sight after this.
Well, I'm just glad I'm not epileptic.
For Anderson, it's the paparazzi who are truly out there.
The difficult thing is coming into the airport with friends and family, and the paparazzi and the autograph hounds who just follow you from the moment you get off the plane to the moment you get into the car. You want to shoot them. I mean, really. You want to end their life right there and then. But what are they doing? They're taking a picture of you. So what?
Are we alone? Who determines our existence? While it doesn't offer answers, the X-Files doesn't mind asking the tough questions.
Do you believe in the existence of extraterrestrials?
What I find fantastic is any notion that there are answers beyond the realm of science.
It's kind of funny in an ironic way that Mulder, you know, he's this guy that's running around, you know, he wants to see these things, and Scully is always the one that gets abducted. You know, Mulder would give his eye to get abducted.
I mean, a lot of things have happened to Miss Scully that one would think would make her a firm believer from there on out.
You saw exactly what I saw in the sky tonight. What do you think they were?
Just because I can't explain it doesn't mean I'm going to believe they were UFOs.
I do want to believe, like the poster on Mulder's wall says, I think that we all do, but I've never seen an alien, a UFO. I don't have any reason to believe that they exist.
I do believe that it's a definite possibility. I find it hard to believe that if they have made contact that we wouldn't really be sure. I don't understand why, if they have made contact, the government would keep it a secret, A. B, how could they ever keep it a secret?
When we return, a look inside the TV show that launched a million paranoid fantasies. Don't go away, because we'll track you down if you do.
You gotta quit looking for what isn't there. They've closed the X-Files. There's procedure to be followed now, protocol.
Maybe we should call in a bomb threat to Houston. I think it's free beer night at the Astrodome.
The X-Files has been about mystery. It's been about not just scaring people, but it's also been about this uncovering of a government conspiracy and what that conspiracy may hold or hide.
What is this?
The Holy Grail. The original Defense Department files. Hard evidence that the government has known about the existence of extraterrestrials for almost 50 years.
You can pick up the paper almost every week and see some kind of government misdeed, some kind of wool that's been pulled over your eyes, and somebody apologizing for it ultimately, and then it all goes away.
Doesn't the government have a right and a responsibility to protect its secrets?
Yes, but at what cost? How do you define normal?
While paranoia and suspicion of government, a worldview often associated with both the fringe right and left, fuels the X-Files, Chris Carter tries to steer the show clear of any specific political agenda.
People often ask, what is its bent, left or right, or Republican or Democrat? They say this show sounds very Republican, trust no one. And I say, no, the Republicans are always saying, trust us. That therein lies the difference.
My feeling is that it's immature to think that your government can be trusted. I mean, basically, you hired them to lie to other people, other countries. I mean, not everybody's dealing on the level, or else It's like sending a 6-year-old to negotiate with an adult, you know. I'm telling the truth, you know, and then you're gone.
Hi. Are you the FBI agents?
There is nothing, according to the FBI, like the X-Files. Of course, you know, they're an agency who also puts out a lot of disinformation. I've heard from people in deep intelligence who have contacted me to say, you don't know how right you have it. You know, I don't know whether they're telling the truth or not, but I love those calls.
Since its inception 5 years ago, the X-Files' influence has even spilled onto the world of 2 dimensions.
Wait a minute, Scully. What's the point of this test?
No point. I just thought he could stand to lose a little weight.
His jiggling is almost hypnotic.
Yes, it's like a lava lamp.
Well, you know, nobody on The Simpsons has any chin.
Agents Mulder and Scully, FBI.
Which is very interesting. Like, when was that decision made?
But in the 3-dimensional universe, Duchovny has kept a tight rein on the evolution of Agent Mulder's character over the series' 5 seasons.
At first, he's a child. You know, he's angry. They lied to me. And as the years go by, I want him to understand why they lied. I want him to be capable of lying, and I want, you know, I want him to mature in that way, take that journey.
Is he taken?
No, but I should warn you, I'm experiencing violent impulses.
Well, I'm armed, so I'll take my chances.
Gillian Anderson's FBI agent Dana Scully has become a role model for women.
Scully is the epitome of womanhood. You know, I mean, come on.
A lot of people have said that they think of her when they're going into situations that they are afraid of. They think of Scully and what she would do in that situation, and it gives them faith and power and the ability to move forward. That's absolutely phenomenal, that is what people are getting from this character.
Even though Scully is a role model for women, there is a dearth of female writers for the show.
I want to thank all these men behind me who have given so much of their lives. There don't seem to be as many women writers at certain levels as you might like. We would like women writers on the show. It would be nice to have a woman's take on the show.
It would be nice to have a female director at one point before the show is done. I mean, we have never had a single female director at all in 5 seasons.
I expected a little bit more because most of the stuff they have here I already have.
I got the hat, I got the shirt, I got it all.
Too much merchandise, not enough money.
I spent about $80 so far. It's good that they're selling a lot of stuff. I think that, you know, since they produce and make the show, they're allowed to sell stuff and make money off of it. I mean, that's their job.
With merchandising a major part of big-time entertainment in the 90s, Chris Carter has fought to keep commercial exploitation of the X-Files to a minimum.
From the very beginning, Fox would like to have merchandise the show in a different way, put a lot more out there and put it in a lot of different places, and I was very, how should I say, firm about not wanting to do that.
It's advertising, and it's, I don't think it would ever be in the position of actually influencing a story. Like, God, if I just had an Oldsmobile now, I could get out of this mess. You know, it's not like that. But Oldsmobile is a big sponsor.
Alongside the Oldsmobile, the X-Files moniker will be on plenty of product in upcoming weeks, including a pair of action figures.
I've broken my action figure, as a matter of fact.
Intentionally?
No.
Flung it across the room, or?
No, it just kind of, it was really nice and squishy, and I just squeezed it a little too hard and broke the leg off.
I'm not sure if the prototype is working. It did look a lot like Chris O'Donnell.
What David doesn't know is that we got a really good deal on the Chris O'Donnell action figures from Batman and Robin.
For some, the lure will be the cutting-edge soundtrack assembled by hipster David Was and featuring a mess of top-notch artists hard at work.
I've heard the Filter song, which is a remake of Harry Nilsson's song, One is the Loneliest Number.
When they mentioned the song, I said at first, no way, because it was the Three Dog Night version was just so light and so frilly and not me.
X is doing Crystal Ship. That'll be the Doors song.
Ray Manzarek producing, I think.
Oh, really?
As
you know more than I.
Well, it makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? The X-Files using a song by X.
I actually auditioned for David Duchovny's part. Yeah, it was a long time ago.
The crystal ship is being filled, 1,000 girls.
And the Dust Brothers are remixing the X-Files theme.
We're trying to encourage everybody to do more hustle.
While moving to LA promises to give the show a fresh feel for Duchovny and Anderson, 5 years of work on The X-Files has taken its toll. They know the end is in question.
I can't think of a show that gets more popular every year. You know, we just finished our 5th year. We should be in our decline. I wish we were, you know, I mean, because it's a long time to do the TV show.
The day that the show is no longer will be incredibly difficult and bittersweet.
I think it's a natural that we would go a couple more years and then maybe sometime in the next 2 or 3 years try to do another movie. If this movie is successful, that's the X factor right now.
When we come back, we may finally get the X Factor on the upcoming X-Files movie.
There's something close to sex in this movie. There's closer to sex than we've ever gotten on the TV show.
I'm hot, I'm thirsty, and to be honest, I'm wondering what I'm doing up here.
So, what do you do?
I'm the key figure in an ongoing government charade. The plot to conceal the truth about the existence of extraterrestrials. It's a global conspiracy, actually, with key players and the highest levels of power, and that reaches down into the lives of every man, woman, and child on this planet.
While Chris Carter and his cast have stamped the X-Files plot highly classified, some facts have emerged.
I can tell you that it's a big movie that involves a conspiracy by a group of men who are trying to protect a secret, and Mulder and Scully come very close this time, extremely close. In fact, they learn the secret of what these men are protecting.
The virus has mutated.
Into what? A new extraterrestrial biological entity. My God.
Basically, the idea is that there has been alien contact, that these aliens are much more powerful than we are, and basically have at some point said, you know, give over or die.
We are going to tell them what we found, what we've learned, by turning over a body infected with a gestating organism.
In hope of what? Learning that it's true? That we are nothing but digestives for the creation of a new race of alien life forms?
And like the Vichy government, there are people in this world who have tried to make some kind of compromise with the aliens so that they're like, that the human race gets to survive while being dominated by this superior race of beings.
By cooperating now, we are but beggars to our own demise.
Cooperation is the only chance of saving ourselves.
Mulder! There's no time!
These powerful men may have orchestrated the bombing of a federal building in Dallas to conceal their nefarious scheme.
Let me see what's going on here, Daya. There's $45 million worth of damage to the city of Dallas. Lives have been lost. No suspects have been named. So the story that's being shaped is that this could have been prevented.
They want to blame us?
They sure do. So Mulder and Scully decide to track down the truth. First stop, a cornfield and some genetically enhanced bees.
We have bees that apparently have some kind of alien DNA.
No one knows what that is, so of course I'm not giving away anything.
And we happen to be discovered at that point when we're snooping around, so we have to, you know, run through the crops and get followed by the unmarked black helicopters. Those were actual corn stalks, and they hurt like hell when you run through them. You know, at first I was running like this, and that doesn't look very macho. You know, Mulder like,
It's hard to run through the corn like this.
So then they go, you know, you just got to run through them. So it's like, whoosh, whoosh, and your face is being flayed.
For Scully, it's been hard going all along, and she's thinking about ditching her out there partner.
They're trying to divide us on this, and we can't let them.
Mulder, they have divided us.
But before Scully can hit the road hits back.
Does Scully wind up getting abducted in some particular way?
Scully disappears for a little bit of the movie.
It's possible. It's highly possible.
Mulder's not exactly getting off scot-free either.
What lands you in the hospital in the first place?
I get shot.
By?
The bad guys.
And they are?
You know, even on the TV show, they have no names. They're like well-manicured man, cigarette-smoking man. They're gerundive. Thank you.
As the movie heats up, the truth is in a glacier.
There's a glacier that a lot of stuff happens out there on the ice. The movie begins on the ice and actually ends up ending there.
You know, the idea is if aliens have somehow landed here and are present at some point on this earth, it will be in a remote place. That's where I've decided that this is where the bad guys have their big works, and I've tracked it all down to there.
The movie's conclusion leaves behind plenty of unanswered questions, which figure to provide fodder for the next season of The X-Files as its characters keep grappling with the fate of the universe and their role in it.
The great thing about Mulder is that he's just fighting to expose what's going on, but in the end he may actually be screwing up things that are good for humanity.
There's an interesting twist at the end, which will be played out next year in the television series, which suggests that it actually pulls the rug out from underneath the whole idea.
Even though we get behind Mulder and, you know, we want to know the truth too, he may be exposing people that should be working in secret for the greater good of everybody.
So of course no one believes me. I'm an annoyance to my superiors, a joke to my peers. They call me Spooky. Spooky Mulder, whose sister was abducted by aliens when he was just a kid and now chases after little green men with a badge and a gun, shouting to the heavens or anyone who will listen that the fix is in and the sky is falling.
Well, I would say that about does it, Spooky.
Now in the streets of Washington at night, Fox Mulder walks in anguish and despair. He's certain that the things he sees are right, and his partner's just as sure they aren't there. He stalks the evil powers with the files tucked underneath his arm.